Hey, muy buenas a todos, gente, ¿cómo están? Espero que muy bien. Estamos aquí en Mass Effect, estamos en la Normandy, estamos con el Capitán Shepard y vamos a continuar el día de hoy con hoy no va a ser el capítulo de hoy no va a ser tan activo, o sea, tan activo no va a ser, no va a contener acción, pero sí va a tener mucha información muy interesante. Pero antes de arrancar, ¿qué les quiero pedir? Les quiero pedir un favor enorme. A aquellas personas que están siguiendo la serie o que les interesa seguir la serie, por favor, les voy a pedir que, si recuerdan, nosotros tenemos un par de misiones que hacer, que son la de Feros, la de Birmeyer o la del asteroide X57. La misión del asteroide X57 es un asteroide que se dirige hacia la Tierra, básicamente, y tenemos que evitar eso. Es un DLC del juego. La misión de Feros, si no recuerdo mal, es una colonia humana que tiene problemas, ¿ok? O sea, aparentemente una colonia humana necesita ayuda, o al menos mandó una señal de auxilio, ¿no? Y parece que tenemos que ir a investigar eso. Y la tercera misión es Birmeyer, que es un planeta en donde aparentemente Saren tiene una base, ¿no? Entonces, yo quiero que en los comentarios de este video, aquellas personas que siguen la serie o que les interesa ver algo, específicamente que me digan qué quieren en el próximo capítulo: Feros, Birmeyer o el asteroide X57. Pónganle pausa al video y háganlo. Ok. Si no, directamente me lo pueden dejar a mi criterio, que yo decida qué es lo que vamos a hacer en el siguiente capítulo. Yo ya lo tengo pensado, pero si ustedes quieren ver otra cosa, pues bueno, veremos otra cosa. Listo. Terminando con eso, vamos a ver qué es lo que nos tiene para decir la tripulación. Porque se acuerdan, en el capítulo anterior nosotros terminamos la misión de Novelia, que es lo que sucede cuando uno termina una de estas clases de misiones, pues que se desbloquean conversaciones con el resto de la tripulación, y algunas que son muy interesantes y que ayudan al transcurso de la historia. Así que vamos a aquí está Joker.
Am I glad to be off of Noveria? I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporation. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
Ok. Bueno, y todo esto ya lo hemos hablado en un momento: la historia personal, el informe de la nave, que solo quiero hablar sobre la enfermedad y lo del apodo. Todo esto ya lo hablamos con Joker. Joker en el 1 no tiene mucha conversación, solamente que después de cada misión te tira algún comentario así como parecido. Jaja, mira. Disculpen la tos, chicos, sigo bastante jodido.
Yes, Commander.
Pero bueno. Alguien se nada, preguntas personales. Creo que algo de esto.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance. We were at
Sí,
Elysium.
todo esto lo
They
hablamos.
had the numbers, but their ships were no match for.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Continúa. Muy bien, así me gusta. Vamos a lo que realmente nos importa. Vamos a hablar con la tripulación, con el pelotón, con el equipo, con la gente. Vamos a hablar con Kaidan. Kaidan Alenko.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Canales was through.
I haven't heard anything about Canales in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Canales was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Canales could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Ya sé que es necesario. Tuviste un buen profesor. ¿Por qué no hacerlo solos?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
I didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I'm sure Canadics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Ok.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Ok, bueno, vamos a hablar sobre la última misión.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Eso es verdad. ¿Y la reina Ragnar?
Any opinion on the Ragnar?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Ragnar War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Ok, bueno. Está bien, bastante imparcial la decisión de Kaidan.
We'll talk
Me
another
gusta.
time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Me gusta Kaidan, es un buen compañero. No. Quedarse con todo. Ok, vamos a hablar con Liara. Liara Tassoni. Acá está la doctora.
Yes, Commander?
Hola,
Is there
doctora.
something you need?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Un L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Complicaciones.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaidan's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Ok, bueno.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ya sabemos un poco más sobre Kaidan. Este tan mencionado L2 que él tiene por ser un biótico. Ahora está Liara. La pobrecita no lo debe estar pasando muy bien con esto de la muerte
If you are
de
here
la
to
madre.
talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
¿No te sientes mal?
Pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Sigue estando a tu lado.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Ok, háblame acerca de ti, Liara.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Es que nuestra vida es muy corta.
Well, we don't have the luxury of time. And the Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Miren, o sea, no recuerdo en qué año sucede, porque lo leí, me acuerdo que lo leí al comienzo del Let's Play y lo leí 1.000.000 de veces, pero en el año en el que transcurren las historias de Mass Effect, creo que es en el año 2100 y pico, 2200, una cosa así. Pero miren cómo en esta época está tan avanzada la tecnología y la medicina que en la actualidad nosotros podemos llegar hasta o sea, la vida, el ser humano promedio, digamos, llega hasta los 80, 90, ¿no? Hay casos, ahora están empezando a ver casos de que llegas a los 100 años, ¿viste? Y hay casos muy raros de que llegan a los 105, 110, ¿viste? Acá ya está llegando a los 150 años el ser humano. Interesante.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
¿Como yo?
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
¿Me has espiado?
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again.
Como ahora.
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Tenía miedo de decir algo estúpido y lo dice. Hay algo en ti que me obliga a hacerlo. Ok. Me parece a mí Oliara nos está tirando los perros. ¿Es en mí o en la baliza? Me gustaría creerlo. ¡Ay! Yo creo que nos estaríamos tirando muy al muy directamente a una relación con Liara. Bueno, para los que no se hayan dado cuenta, sí, podemos tener una relación con Liara. Y con otras personas más de la Normandía. Me gustaría ver que me dijeran qué personas les gusta más como para que Shepard empiece una relación amorosa. ¿Con Liara? ¿O con otra persona? Que lo vamos a ver ahora.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Ahí está. Entre Williams, Ashley y yo, o entre Liara y yo. Ay, 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 ¿qué hacemos? Es que no sé con quién me quiero enganchar. ¿Si con Ashley o con la señorita Liara? Necesito ayuda en esto. Vamos a decir que Ash es especial, porque sí, Ash es especial.
I care about Ash. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
Es verdad. También.
You're right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Yo te protegeré. Ven, querida, yo te protegeré.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You... I need some time.
Hay muchas cosas que asumir. Pero si has empezado tú.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
Ok, hablemos sobre
I
otra
should
cosa.
go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Y nos vamos. Y la dejamos. Le planteamos ahí, pim pam, le decimos, mira, me gustas, te quiero, ¿no? Pero también me gusta la otra y no me decido. Dios, que sepan que en algún momento va a haber que elegir. O una o otra. Y no sé por cuál ir. No sé por cuál ir. Vamos a hablar ya con Ashley para que se entienda todo, ¿no? Vamos a ir directamente con Ashley.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Ay. Me muero.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tisoni?
¿Cómo diablos se llame? Creo que estarías hablando con cómo diablos se llame Tisoni. ¿Liara?
Liara? Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Qué fría eres, ¿no?
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Dios mío. Ashley está celosa. O sea, está celosa. Porque también me quiere tirar los perros. Dios mío, Shepard, qué Casanova. No creo que haya venido para espiar los correos de la familia. No lo pretendía.
Your family seemed to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Debe de ser algo bonito. A ver, espera, vamos a investigar. ¿Tus hermanos?
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest, she's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
¿Tu madre?
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
¿Y tu padre?
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
¿Y tu casa?
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Ay, qué feo que debe haber sido eso. Pero bonito lo de la familia.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Sí, vaya tacto. No. Sí, porque si recuerdan, a la familia de Shepard la mataron brutalmente unos saqueadores porque él es de las colonias. Así que no pasa nada, descuida.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Cuéntame más.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
¿Vid mails?
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Uno es un no,
If
¿no?
he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
La
Why
policía.
did you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Y la defensa personal.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
¿Y tú?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Qué dedicación.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Ok, es una historia interesante.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Tenición, ¿verdad?
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Es un buen
Does
poema.
he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Trata de ser discreta, yo no debo juzgarte, ¿eres una fanática religiosa? No, claro que no. Yo no soy creyente, pero no, tampoco ando juzgando, así que Shepard tampoco lo hará.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. It says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Bueno,
What's your opinion on the last
¿y
mission?
la última misión?
You mean the Rachni, right?
Sí.
They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Chisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
También.
Just saying, Skipper.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Tranquila, ya hablamos.
Look forward to it, Skipper.
Me parece que esa conversación con Ashley estuvo bastante interesante.
Commander, good to see you.
Vamos a hablar
You've been
con
with CSEC a while.
Garrus.
Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
¿Algo
I
concreto?
bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
¿Por qué?
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
¿Eso es normal? ¿En serio?
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
¿En serio?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
Okay.
It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. But he's making a killing out there.
Ok. Esto es demasiado para mí. Bueno, chicos, hubo un pequeño corte, pero continuamos. ¿Qué pasó con el
What did you
doctor?
do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean
Entrevistado.
threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Ok.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Qué cabrón,
I
¿no?
hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
¿En serio?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Y dejaste que se escapara.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Tiene razón, pero tal vez debió haber, no sé hablar. Capaz había otra manera de solucionar sin derribar la nave, pero una persecución, algo, no sé, algo.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Se pasa que con rehenes dentro, porque si había una manera de salvarles la vida, si se escapaban, iban a morir. Pero si había una manera de detenerlo sin que deje el espacio puerto de la ciudadela, se pudo haber evitado.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
El doctor.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Ok, aparentemente lo podemos encontrar. De eso me encargo yo.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I'm gonna be there when you find him.
Ok. Bueno chicos, tenemos esa misión para hacer, que la haremos obviamente, y planeo hacerla.
What do you want, Shepard?
Vamos a hablar ahora con Rex.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Ajá, como por ejemplo.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
¿Por qué te marchaste?
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
¿En serio?
What happened?
I was betrayed.
Really, Nika?
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
¿Y tú?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
¿Y Gerald?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk.
Seguramente que sí, ¿no?
We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sí, la violencia está prohibida, pero me suena trampa. Me suena trampa. Y fuiste, ¿verdad?
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Para. ¿Me estás diciendo que Gerald, ese hombre, ese chabón, era tu padre?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Ok.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Ok, aparentemente Rex tiene una historia bastante complicada. O sea, es bastante heavy lo que le pasó. Matar a su propio padre porque porque lo quiso matar a él. O sea, es o él o su padre. Historia difícil. Cada personaje, como pueden ver, cada personaje de esta serie, de esta saga, de este universo de Mass Effect, tiene una historia. Tiene un lado alegre, pero al mismo tiempo oscuro a la vez. Garrus, con sus conflictos con el CISE, con la policía y eso, de que él aparentemente quiere como guiarse por los métodos en lugar de... O sea, los resultados. Garrus se quiere guiar más por los resultados que por los métodos. Ashley, que toda una familia de soldados. Keidan, Alenko, que tuvo una infancia terrible con el tema de los experimentos que hicieron con él para que sea un biótico. Rex, con esto de que nos acaba de contar. Liara, con el tema de la madre, ¿no? Lo que acaba de pasar, que muere. Y ahora tenemos a Tali.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Parece feliz.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
Porque no la puedo ver sonreír.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Seguramente que algo vas a encontrar.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
¿Por qué?
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
¿Eres de la realeza?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Y no queremos que eso pase, pero ¿y si salvamos la galaxia?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Seren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Seren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First we stop Seren, then I'll worry about my own problems.
Ok. Bueno.
I should go.
See you later.
Y ahí tenemos la historia de todos los personajes después de haber hecho la misión de Noveria. Ya hemos hablado con todos. Hemos hablado con Garrus, con Liara, con Rex, con Ashley, con Tali y con Keidan. Y con Joker también. No puede faltar Joker, siempre Joker. Así que yo creo, chicos, que este capítulo ya se hizo demasiado extenso. Dudo cortar mucho porque no sé si cortaré algo, porque la verdad que o sea, es todo parte de la historia, no es algo que yo quiera sacar. Pero bueno, ya que estamos aquí, vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy, chicos, por aquí. Lamento que no haya sido un capítulo de acción, ni tiros, ni nada de eso, pero bueno, eso ya lo dejaremos para el siguiente capítulo. Espero que les haya gustado, que les haya parecido, aunque sea interesante, las historias de vida de cada uno de los personajes. Y recuerden que cada vez iremos descubriendo más y más sobre cada uno de ellos. En lo personal a mí me interesa mucho la historia del juego, por eso es que la grabo y la quiero compartir con ustedes. Yo, si hay un motivo por el cual yo estoy jugando este juego nuevamente y por el cual lo grabo así de esta manera, es porque yo lo quiero compartir con ustedes y que la persona que esté interesada lo vea y pase, aunque sea un rato agradable. Así que nada, chicos y chicas, like si les gustó, dislike si no les gustó, dejen en la caja de comentarios lo que quieran. Muchísimas gracias por su tiempo y nos vemos en un siguiente video de Mass Effect, por supuesto acompañados de Shepard aquí en la Normandy. Yo me despido, adiós.